Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Please introduce yourself.
Apart from the CV, would you like to know anything else? Because most of the things are there in the CV. But if you still wanted to go through that, I can say. Uh, I'm basically from Muzaffarpur. There's a small place in Bihar.
Okay.
My initial education is I'm from Central School.
Okay.
I did my till 12th. I was in my hometown. So till 12th, I did my study from Bihar itself. And
Okay.
then in 99, I went to Calcutta for my hotel management. The college name is IAM, which is Institute of Advanced Management. So completed a 3-year degree. During my course, I did my training from Holiday in Pune. And 2002, that was unfortunately a bad year for tourism and travel due to
Okay.
that World Trade Tower massacre. So somehow I got through. There's a company called RKHS, and I was
Radhakrishna
posted.
Hospitality Services.
Yes.
Yes.
So I posted in Hyderabad in Apollo Hospital. So I worked there as an operational trainee for almost 5.5 months, and was looking after the F&B and housekeeping sort of thing in Apollo Hospital.
Okay.
And then in November 2002, fortunately, I got an opportunity to get into Taj company, and I
What
joined
was your
Taj Lucknow.
designation there?
Taj Lucknow.
Taj Lucknow. And what was your designation there?
It was a GSA, that was an entry level.
Okay.
So I started. So RKHS 5.5 months, and then I started with working with Taj. Started as a GSA in the November 2002. 2003 April, I got promoted as a trainee captain, just in a short span of 6 months. Then 2005, I got promoted as a captain. Then in 2007, I got promoted as an assistant restaurant manager in
Okay.
the same property. Then
Okay.
2008 I got promoted as a restaurant manager, and then 2010 I got promotion and transfer as a F&B manager at Usha Kiran Palace, Gwalior, which is a Sindhia's property operated by Taj.
Right.
So 2010 to 2015 I was there with Gwalior Taj property, and it was a small property. It is a palace property, but it was just a 40-room property, and somehow I felt that I got stuck working there for 5 years. However, after completing 3 years, I started looking for internal transfer, but I was not getting a right place to work. Second
Okay.
option they have given me during that tenure, that you can move to Agra, which I don't like. I wanted to move to a metro city or a semi metro. So finally 2015 I took the decision to leave Taj.
Okay.
Took a short break for almost 6 months. One of my cousin brother was having a uh, restaurant chain and all that, catering, railway catering and all that. So he wanted to take my help and all that. So I was there with him in Delhi for 6 months, and but it didn't work out. So after that, I joined Club Mahindra Tungi as a F&B manager.
Okay.
It's a huge property, 148 room property,
Okay.
and I worked there for. I joined there in 2015 November,
Okay.
16 November, and 2000, yes, 615, and 2017 they transferred me as an acting resort manager to Club Mahindra Mahabaleshwar. That is a 70 room property,
Okay.
74 rooms.
Okay.
So 2017 February to 2000 February, I was there as an acting resort manager.
Okay.
Again, unfortunately, I have to leave that company because they told me that you go and prove, and like normally every company have their promotion and increment between June and July. So
Okay.
they said that during June and July we will give you a promotion later as a resort manager, but that didn't happen in 2018. And they said that by like 2017, and they said by 2018 before March we'll give you a letter, but that didn't happen. So finally I resigned from Club Mahindra Mahabaleshwar. Then I joined Cadila Pharmaceuticals as a senior hospitality manager.
Okay.
It was a different forte from if you talk about hotel, because there it was only the two people, the managing director of Cadila Pharmaceuticals and his son, who
Correct.
was studying in 12th standard. So we were a group of eight managers who were looking after their fooding, lodging, accommodation, everything, their transportation. They have bungalows, villas, huge properties all across the globe, like in Russia, Japan,
Okay.
then UK, then they have in US. So we used to manage internally. They were having managers over there also. So we used to
Okay.
have con call and all that. So we were looking after all these things. So I worked with Cadila for 2.5 years almost. Then after COVID, his the MD son went for his higher studies to US, and so the father was also shifted. So the now the company wanted, like we were eight managers, they wanted all the managers to go and stay on their UK property for 2 months to look after the property and to look after both the gentlemen. And
Okay.
the problem was they were not giving any increment or promotion. It is only to and fro and the fooding and lodging taken care by company, but in regards to the monetary wise, they were not ready. So I took a decision to leave that company also. And during that time, in my entire family was suffered from COVID. My father, mother, my elder brother, and my bhabi.
Okay.
So I took a break also for almost 6 7 months, and I came back to my hometown, spent some time. Obviously, during that time, I was working as a freelancer. So there were a couple of two-star and three-star properties which is nearby in Patna and in my hometown. So
Okay.
I used to go as a freelancer trainer for 3 days, 5 days a week, but it was not a full-time job. And then in 2023, in the month of March, I joined a newly opened chain, which is Fox Oso Group. I joined as a GM in Fox Oso Goa, but worked there only for 3.5 months.
All right.
And it's a new company, so it is not well established. And there were three partners in the company.
Okay.
Two of them were chartered accountant, and the one is from the hotel background.
Okay.
So getting the approval for things and improving the standard was little difficult. I was finding it little difficult,
Okay.
and it was a managed property. So again, the intervention of owner was also there. He was not ready to pump in money to upgrade the property. It was almost a 8-year-old property and was looking for a lot of renovation because it was right on the seashore. So I took a decision to leave and got through Royal Orchid, Rajkot.
Okay.
Joined there in the month of August. But again, unfortunately, after joining, once I got my first month salary, I got to know that okay, Royal Orchid has a tie-up with this company. The owner is paying a franchisee money, which he was not paying from almost last 2 years. And this 31st of March, their tie-up with Orchid is going to get over. So once I got my first salary, I got to know that I'm not a Royal Orchid employee. I'm the employee of Honor.
Okay.
So again, my bad luck. I
And
plan to quit. So I just left after 3 months. So my last tenure was like on 5th of November. I left that company,
okay. And
and now I'm
what are you
searching for.
doing? Okay, you're searching for. And what was your last salary
It
package?
was 1.30 CTC.
1.30. Okay. Your full name is?
Ritesh Ranjan,
Okay. Date of birth, sir?
10th January 1980.
What is your height
5'7",
and weight?
58 as of now.
Mm. Do you have some PF deduction also? PF, ESI, anything applicable to you?
When I was in Taj, the PF was there. When I was in Mahindra, the PF was there. But I have withdrawn all the amount. But I still have that UAN number and the PF number which was there in the Mahindra. But I have withdrawn all the money
Are
from
you
both the companies.
tobacco user?
Yes, I am.
Alcoholic consumption?
Occasionally, yes.
Okay.
But
Your
but
father's name?
now I but
Father's name?
now I'm completely in, to leave this. alcohol thing because I have got a problem in my backbone.
Okay. Father's
Uh,
name?
Pardon?
Your father's name?
Rakesh Kumar Sinha.
Okay. And what is his profession?
He used to work for a semi-government company called Bharat Wagon, which makes the wheels for the railways, for the bogies of the railway. But he
Mm,
has taken the VRS in I think 2001,
okay.
and after that he started practicing law,
Okay. Number
and
of
now
children
he is.
you have?
I've got two daughters.
Okay.
One of my daughter is having her birthday today, the elder one.
Number of
She is
dependents on you?
my father, mother, wife, and kids.
Okay.
My father and mother actually not dependent, but obviously being a son, they have So I send money every month to them.
Okay. Mother's name?
Meena Sinha.
What are your hobbies?
To be honest, I love driving and traveling. Mostly all alone. That is before marriage. I used to do. I have traveled a lot. That is, I think, that is one of the hobby. I
S-
don't have much of a hobby. I Apart from that, I love cooking on my weekends. That is one of my hobby. You can say
Okay.
nothing much.
Family background in brief?
Uh, Father, I have already told you, he used to be a semi-government employee. My mother is a doctor, but she has never practiced. She is a homeopathic doctor. She has
Okay.
opened her clinic long back, but during that time we were very small, so she stopped practicing. Now she is a full-time housewife. I've got an elder brother who stays in the hometown only. He is into a private job. He worked with a cement company
Okay.
as a sales manager, and I've got elder sister. She is in Delhi,
Okay.
married. Her daughter is there, and her husband work for Vion News as a media person.
Have you ever travel taken India and abroad?
Not really.
Okay. Education qualification is done. Okay. Do you know about MS Office, Google Drive?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
everything,
Right.
everything.
Professional training, any?
Professionalism as in computer. You are talking?
Yeah.
No, computers. Computer was a part of
Any
our course
special
during.
achievement?
It is mentioned in my CV. We have got a
Okay.
lot more.
Okay. Okay. Right. Do you have driving skills?
Yes, two-wheeler, four-wheeler.
Okay. Do you have own convince?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Give at least two strengths and two weakness about yourself.
Strength is, you can say that something which comes into my mind. I cannot stop myself till the time I achieve, and my vision is very clear.
Okay.
So I continuously work to strive and achieve that thing. That is, I think, one of my strength. And if you see my CV also in that tenure from grass level to reaching to a GM level, and that to working with only two three companies, is a great achievement which I feel because a lot of my colleagues are still struggling to at least achieve a FNE manager position, and I have reached to that level. That is because of my commitment. That is one strength you can say. Second, again, my strength is I'm loyal to the company. So if you see in just past 2 years, I have only worked with two company, and however, I was not satisfied, so I have left. Apart from that, in my 18-year tenure, I have only worked with three company, and
Two,
that too I
two
have left
weaknesses.
because the pardon.
You, I want to know two weaknesses. What is your weaknesses?
So weakness is I sometimes lose my temper, and I'm working on it. I have started doing yogas in the morning at least for half an hour, and I have started chanting. That I have started going to Iskcon temple and chanting the slokas and all to control my anger. But because sometimes I lose my anger. That is, I'm very impatient. That is, I think, one of my weakness.
And what you like and what you dislike?
I like, to be honest, if you see professionally, I like people coming and telling me whatever good, bad, or ugly, which is related to me, to my profession. If they come and tell me in front of me, I have a option to change myself or to react.
Okay.
Dislike, I don't like people when they talk in my back. When they
Okay.
come in my front, they say, I'm very good, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And the moment I turn around, they speak something bad. And somehow you get to know. So that is what I don't like. I really hate that.
Okay. Okay. Almost my questions are completed. I just want to know about your village. Tell me your village
My
name and how you are associated with your village.
uh, truly, I'm not very much. See, I left my hometown in '99 when I went for my hotel management. But
Okay.
whenever I come, and normally I come once or twice in a year for say about roughly a week. That is during Holi, and Chhat is one of the auspicious festival which is Bihar में जो होता है. So during and my mother does that. So I normally come for a week. So I make sure that I go to visit my village, which is around 45 kilometers from here. My village name is Bhagwanpur, which is in the district of Vaishali, which is
Okay.
known for Samrat Asoka.
Okay.
So I go and just visit just for a half day with my father. But to be truly
मुजफ्फरपुर
honest,
की लीचियां बहुत प्रसिद्ध हैं।
yes, sir, यहाँ की लीची बहुत प्रसिद्ध है और
बिहार
यहाँ की
संपर्क क्रांति गाड़ी चलती है दिल्ली से दरभंगा तक।
सर कम से कम 12 गाड़ियाँ चलती हैं और मुजफ्फरपुर का एक और भी चीज़ बहुत
स्वतंत्रता
फेमस है जो
सेनानी
लोगों को
ट्रेन भी चलती है दिल्ली से दरभंगा
सर
तक।
सबसे पुरानी है
वैशाली।
वैशाली एक्सप्रेस।
वैशाली। यस।
वो सबसे पुरानी है जो बरौनी से चलती है। स्वतंत्रता सेनानी वगैरह तो इधर 5-6 साल पहले स्टार्ट हुआ है।
हाँ, मैं
पहले
आई वाज वर्किंग विद आईआरसीटीसी एट दैट टाइम 2007 से
ओके,
2010 तक एंड आई वाज
ओके।
मॉनिटरिंग ट्रेन शिव गंगा बिहार संपर्क क्रांति एंड
संपर्क
स्वतंत्रता सेनानी। तो बहुत मेरा टूर
ओके,
लगा है आपके क्षेत्रों में, मैं काफी घुमा हुआ हूँ। और
ओके।
इसके अलावा मुंबई राजधानी, जितने भी आपके स्टैटिक यूनिट्स और आपका मोबाइल यूनिट्स हैं, हम लोगों ने उसको चेंज करा है। जो आज आप देखते हो रेलवे के अंदर जितने चेंजेस हुए,
हुँ,
उसका मैं एक पार्ट रहा हूँ। एंड
ओके।
बिहार बाउंड ट्रेन्स मेजरली मैंने कवर की हैं। इसके अलावा एक हमारी ट्रेन चलती है महापरिनिर्वाण एक्सप्रेस, आपने नाम सुना होगा। तो ये
हुँ,
बोध
हुँ,
गया भी जाती है ये ट्रेन। तो इसके भी
ओके।
काफी ऑन बोर्ड और ऑफ बोर्ड हमने काफी टूरिंग किया हुआ है। राइट। अच्छा सर, एक
आपने
पॉइंट के लिए मैं,
आपने सर 1 मिनट, आपने बिहार की लीची का सुना है, दूसरा चीज़ आपने नहीं सुना है, बिहार का एक
मच्छी
और चीज़ बहुत फेमस
मच्छी
है। नहीं सर,
लिट्टी, लिट्टी चोखा।
नहीं, वो तो होता है, वो तो ट्रेडिशनल है। बिहार की लाह की चूड़ियाँ बहुत फेमस है।
अच्छा। वेरी गुड। ये बिहार में।
ऐश्वर्या राय
ओके।
ऐश्वर्या राय की जब शादी हुई थी तो बिहार से उनकी लाह की चूड़ियाँ गई थी जो उन्होंने
वेरी
शादी में
गुड।
पहना था।
ओके। ये अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन दी,
और
थैंक
उसके
यू
लिए
सर।
मुजफ्फरपुर बहुत फेमस है लीची और लाह की चूड़ियों के लिए।
अच्छा, लीची तो मैंने बहुत खाई है वहाँ के, केले भी खाए हैं, केले भी प्रसिद्ध हैं।
केला हाजीपुर का फेमस है,
हाजीपुर,
मुजफ्फरपुर का
हाजीपुर,
नहीं
हाँ, हाँ, हाजीपुर,
है।
राइट,
यस।
यू आर राइट, यू आर राइट। अब लास्ट में एक पॉइंट पे हम आते हैं जीएम साहब जी, आपके पास सेल्स क्या है? देखिए आज की डेट में कोई भी होटल जो चलता है वो
हम्म,
बेस्ड है सेल्स बेस्ड। ठीक है। आपका
ओके।
बैकग्राउंड एफएनबी का है। आई नो आपको बहुत अच्छी एफएनबी की नॉलेज होगी। आप फ्रंट ऑफिस में क्योंकि जीएम रहे हैं तो फ्रंट ऑफिस में भी आपका कहीं ना कहीं रोल रहा है। आप कितने
हम्म,
टूर ऑपरेटर्स को जानते हो, आप कितने ट्रैवल एजेंट्स को जानते हो, और अगर हम आपको कहीं पे देहरादून में सेटल करते हैं एज ए जीएम पोजीशन
हम्म।
के लिए, तो आप बिजनेस कहाँ से लाओगे? आई जस्ट वांट टू नो दिस क्वेश्चन आंसर।
Okay, so I will take little 2-3 minute time of yours.
ओके।
Like I said during my जो आपने मेरा वो लिया था कि tell me about yourself. I told you I worked in Gwalior for 5 years, almost
ओके।
5.5 years.
ओके।
It's a small property. It's a Scindia's property, but the spread of the property is in 9 acres,
ओके।
and the structure is in just 2.5 acre, 3 acres. The main building, which is a concrete building.
ओके।
6 acre land was a green area, which is a lawn.
ओके।
So there were two lawn. So and our sales office used to sit in Delhi.
ओके।
So basically, that hotel doesn't have a sales manager. There was
ओके।
a no sales office. There was no banquet sales. So It is me and my front office manager.
Okay.
He is currently as he's working as an operation manager is in Taj Varanasi.
Okay.
So me and my front office manager, we used to go. There is a place called Malanpur in Gwalior,
Okay.
which is around 20 kilometers from Gwalior. It is on
Okay.
the outskirts of Gwalior,
Okay.
which is an industrial area. It
Okay.
was developed during Madhav Rao Sindhia's time when he was used to be a minister.
Right.
So there are almost 80 companies, factories are there.
Okay.
Like if you talk about Atlas Cycle, Larsen and Turbo, then you have Philips, then you have a lot of L&Ts there. Then there is a pharma company which is there. So me and my sales manager, we used to go to generate and to get call revenue for the hotel, both in terms of rooms and banquet.
Okay.
So this is how almost for 4 years, me and my front office manager we used to go. So I have almost I can say a fair, not very good. I can say extensive, like a sales manager, but I have a fair idea how to go to market, how to fetch a business, how to
व्हाट
propose a
अबाउट
rate because
देहरादून?
obviously
देहरादून में एक होटल खुलता है 4 स्टार या 5 स्टार होटल, उसके लिए आपकी क्या प्लानिंग रहेगी सर? आप बात कर रहे हो ग्वालियर की, मैं समझ सकता हूँ, वहां बहुत सारे कॉर्पोरेट हैं। देहरादून के अंदर पे घूमने के लिए कोई अच्छा पॉइंट नहीं है, एक सहज धारा के अलावा। स्कूल्स हैं
okay,
यहाँ पे, कुछ कॉर्पोरेट भी हैं,
okay,
कुछ इंडस्ट्रीज भी हैं, और गली गली में होटल्स खुल गए हैं। इसी साल 20 होटल खुलने वाले हैं देहरादून के अंदर पे, जिसमें से 10 की ओपनिंग मैं करने जा रहा हूँ। सो हाउ विल यू जनरेट
okay,
सेल्स? यस, व्हाट यू हैव
okay,
प्रोजेक्ट
okay.
प्लान?
I'll come to that. Okay, I'll come to that. How far is Delhi to Dehradun?
Dehradun is something 250, I think, to 260 kilometers.
So 4 hours drive,
Yes, 4 to 5 hours.
and the roads are good.
Roads are good. Roads are good.
Okay,
People
okay. So
are
I'll
moving. People are moving from Dehradun to Mussoorie. People are moving from Delhi to Mussoorie. But people are not like Dehradun में
and
stay करना.
how far is Dehradun? How far is Dehradun to Mussoorie?
It's I think 44 kilometers.
So 1 hour. Okay. So
One.
I'll come by phase how to generate revenue. So number one, when I was in Lonavala as
Okay.
FNE manager, that property is owned by Mr. Mahindra. It is
Okay.
owned by. So most of the property of Mahindra is leased, but that
Okay.
is owned, and that the spread of that property is 43 acres.
Okay.
So Lonavala to Mumbai and Lonavala to Pune. Pune is like 120 kilometers, and Mumbai is like 200 kilometers.
Okay.
And associated with Mahindra, the Mahindra corporate office is in Mumbai, and
Okay.
Mumbai they have a building called Worli Towers. So
Okay.
most of the Mahindra company like Mahindra Finance, Mahindra Agro, uh, Club Mahindra, then you have Tech Mahindra. Their offices were there on the different floors. So what we I used to do again in Club Mahindra also, Mahindra they don't have a sales thing. They have a holiday thing where they focus on getting membership.
Okay.
So before I joined, there was no F&B, and Mahindra doesn't promote banqueting and all.
Okay.
But to generate revenue, I discussed with my cluster manager. He used to look after 3 hotels, and I started going to Worli Tower, focusing on Mahindra, and we started a practice called Decation.
Okay.
So the people who are associated with Mahindra, they used to start early in the morning on, let's say, Sunday 6 o'clock in the morning. By 9 o'clock, they used to reach Lonavala, breakfast. Whole day they will do activities. We have an activity manager in house, and like they will do swimming, they'll do a spa. Then we used to decide 2 hour, 3 hour recreational activities, lot of things. So people used to come, breakfast, lunch, and by 4 or 5 o'clock high tea, and they used to leave the premises of the hotel, and on the way they used to see that Tiger Point and all that, and by 8 o'clock they reached their house. And we used to give a package of, let's say, 2000 per person, including morning breakfast, lunch, high tea, and all the recreational activities. So we started this calling Daycation.
Okay.
So that is number one. Now comes, so you started generating a lot of revenue.
Okay.
The second thing, The second thing, we have started giving our lawns because it is in 43 acres, but not only for the daytime, not for evening time, because it used to be a leisure holiday property. So we don't promote that our guests are, trying to sleep and band baja bajra. So we used to give our lawns during the day for haldi ceremony and all, which is happening in the daytime because most of our guests are outside for sightseeing. So we started selling our lawn without our involvement. It is 100% profit. You take our loan and you give me this amount. Everything is taken care by you. If a customer wanted to have at least F&B set up from our side, as in the food part, we used to do. So that's additional revenue for us. But selling a loan is like 100% profit.
Okay.
That is number one. Now, when you come talk about Dehradun, like you said, you have a lot of schools.
Okay.
So we can do a lot of picnic sort of activities
Okay.
to our hotel, giving it is like a picnic along with some knowledge about hotels. So maybe one of our HOD or somebody can give a half an hour, a classroom sort of thing, and then the property take around, and then we can create some activity. We can tie up with some event guy who can do activities, and we will pay some amount, and we can jumble up these, and we can start getting vacation sort of thing. Again, not a picnic, we can call it as a vacation, depending upon a school, if they want only the kids to join, or if they want their parents to also. If the parents wants to pay, they can also come along and they can do a vacation sort of thing. And that is a potential which is a lot of the hotel doesn't do. They only focus on your banqueting part, and they focus on your rooms revenue, which is FIT, and obviously maximum is corporate. But vacation part is, again, I think you have also heard this first time, a vacation sort of thing.
Yes.
And it is a excellent idea if you incorporate. That is why I asked, how far is Dehradun and Mussoorie. So if for example, if a gentleman coming from Delhi, and now it is a nuclear family concept, so if they are driving from Delhi to Dehradun, they can hop in for a day. If they are starting on Friday evening, they can reach. So in that case, I will generate a revenue of a room on Friday night. Saturday they can whole day spend half day in the hotel doing some activities and all, and then doing shopping and sightseeing. And in the evening or Sunday morning, they can go to Mussoorie.
62 room property with swimming pool,
Mm.
with bar, with restaurant. What
Mm.
should be the ARR?
ARR, see, I cannot tell you directly here sitting here. Obviously, number one is your market thing.
Okay.
That how many hotel room inventory is something where when you go for a big conference, which is a in-house conference, their room matters. For ARR, you have to see which all competitive hotels are there on that range, whether it is a 3 star or what, like you said,
It's
62
a
rooms. So if it is a 3 star
four
hotel,
star. Four
so
star
you have
property.
so you have to see that how many independent individual 4 star property which is a owner driven, and how many a company like Taj, Radisson, Marriott, all these hotels are there, and since how long they are operating there, what is their as in YTD room thing, and their ARR, that you easily get to know. And depending on that, you can consider. But see, if you talk about Dehradun, I would say a 62 room property is a 4 star. Your ARR would be somewhere around 3,200 rupees
3200.
YTD. Yes,
3200. Why, sir? Why
yes.
it's very low?
Sir, I was my last tenure was Rajkot, and Rajkot is abhi recently a week ago.
Mhm.
PM Modi has inaugurated AIMS.
Okay.
Rajkot is one of the good known place in Gujarat after Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar.
Okay.
My Rajkot 92 room property, and it is a completely corporate hotel. My ARR was 3,100 rupees,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it is a complete corporate clientele. From Rajkot, Dwarka is 110 kilometers, Somnath is 120 to 20 kilometers. So, but it is only 7 to 8% of people which we used to get for that pilgrimage. Otherwise, 90%. And the hotel YTD room percentage is 92% YTD.
Okay.
It is only because Saturday, Sunday, I used to do around somewhere around 50 rooms. From Monday to Friday, I used to do choco block. My rooms are in minus position. my front office manager used to take -6 to 8 position every day,
Okay.
because at the end of the day some cancellation used to happen, so we used to take -6 -8. Obviously we had a backup that there were nearby hotels also, like the owner who was running that Royal Orchid RPJ, his
Okay.
cousin brother is having a hotel which is Sayaji, which is just 1 kilometer away from my hotel. So if there is a position of bouncing back, we used to send our customer to their hotel. Otherwise, there were other hotel also we had a tie-up, so we, in case of a bounce back, we used to sell. But I used to have my position -8 from Monday to Friday, and on that property my ARR was 3,100 rupees.
थैंक यू सो मच राजीव रंजन जी। आपके साथ अभी तक
Ritesh Kumar.
बात सॉरी रितेश रंजन जी, आपके साथ अभी
Yes.
तक इंटरव्यू ले रहे थे सीईओ स्प्राउट्स कंसल्टेंट एंड मैन पावर सर्विसेज से दिनकर मेरा नाम है।
Yes.
और मैं उम्मीद
Yes.
करता हूँ, आशा करता हूँ कि मैं आपको बहुत जल्दी अच्छी जगह पे प्लेसमेंट करने में सहयोग करूंगा, राइट। कुछ हमारे
Thank you.
फॉर्म्स वगैरह हैं वो अभी मैं आपको व्हाट्सएप कर दूंगा, राइट। एंड उसको आपने फिलअप करके हमें हैंड से आपने फिलअप करना है मैनुअली, ठीक है। और वो फिलअप करके आप हमें भेज देंगे, ठीक है। कुछ टर्म्स एंड
So
कंडीशन,
manually करने के लिए I have to take a print out,
या यू हैव टू टेक अ प्रिंट आउट
and after that I will click it and I will send it to you, or I can scan it and send it on your mail.
यस यू कैन सेंड इट टू आवर व्हाट्सएप। हम मेल नहीं यूज कर पाते सर, रीजन बीइंग इतना ज्यादा कॉल्स का प्रेशर है हम पे कि अभी हम मेल्स पे नहीं जा रहे हैं। गूगल पे हमारी 5.0 की रेटिंग है इस समय। तो
So what I will do, I will fill it up and I'll click a picture and I'll send it across
यस
to you.
यस यस सर, राइट, ठीक
Okay.
है। ओके, थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन। जय
And
देवभूमि, जय उत्तराखंड, जय बद्री विशाल। एनी मोर
thank you.
क्वेश्चन यू वांट टू से?
Nothing. Just wanted to ask one thing. I think my wife has already spoken regarding your consultancy charges and all that.
यस 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 यस
So that we will see after filling your form, whatever the condition is. But from my side, this is one thing, and the second thing, uh, I'm eagerly looking for a job as soon as possible. I'm ready to
I
join in a week time.
I can understand, right। थैंक यू सो मच, हैव
Thank
अ
you.
नाइस डे।
Same
गुड
to you.
गो,
Same to you.
कीप इट अप।